What can we learn from the fourth commandment? And I quote, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall work and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work." Unquote. Exodus chapter 20, verse 8 to 10. Now the fourth commandment isn't just about rest. It's about trust, it's about relationship and rhythm. It's God's invitation to pause in the busyness of life, reconnect with Him, and remember who He is and who we are in Him. The Sabbath is indeed a gift, a sacred time given to us, set apart to realign our hearts with what truly matters. First, let's think about why God asked us to rest. He created the world in 6 days and rested on the seventh day, not because He was tired, but to set a pattern for us. In stopping our work, we are reminded that we are not defined by our achievements or our productivity. Our value comes from being loved by God, not by how much we do or how much we have. The Sabbath also points us to trust. By resting, we acknowledge that God is our provider, not by our own efforts. Taking a day off requires faith that God will take care of what we leave undone. It's a weekly reminder that we are not in control, that He is in control. And that's more. Sabbath is about relationship. God invites us to spend time with Him, to set aside the distractions of life and focus on what really matters, that is, our connection with Him and with the people around us. It's a time to worship, it's a time to reflect and be renewed in His presence. So, how can we apply the fourth commandment in today's world? Well, first, make time to rest. In our culture of constant activity, taking the Sabbath rest may feel countercultural, but it is essential for our well-being. Set aside a day to pause, to step back and focus on what really matters. Second, entrust God to provide. Resting can be hard when we feel the pressure to get everything done, but the Sabbath reminds us that God is faithful. When we honor Him by resting, He will take care of our needs. And finally, use the Sabbath to deepen our relationship with God and with others. Spend time in worship, spend time in prayer and reflection. Use the day to reconnect with families, with friends, showing love and care in meaningful ways, and certainly to connect with God. So the fourth commandment isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. It frees us from the relentless demands of work and worry, reminding us that God is our creator and provider, our sustainer, and indeed our redeemer. By honoring the Sabbath, we step into a rhythm of rest and trust that leads to deeper peace, to deeper joy and purpose. And for that, we can say amen.